You ever try a game that everyone says it's amazing, but to you, it just feels like a chore? That was me with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I gave it 8 hours, I tried, I really did, but between the hunger, the guards, the lockpicks, and the confusion, I just couldn't do it. Here's why this game that loved by many made me rage quit.
Seriously? Okay, fine. I'm not playing this game. Done with this game forever.
I don't mind a steep learning curve. I like hard games. Elden Ring, love it. Black Myth Wukong, love it. But Kingdom Come's Deliverance isn't just hard, it's hostile. The tutorials are long walls of confusion text, system layered on systems, and zero helpful feedback. Let me walk you through the moment I gave up. I get a mission that requires lockpicking. Cool. I've done that before in many games. KCD 2 gives me 3 lockpicks. No practice mode, no room for failure, no clue how to get more. I break all 3. Missions failed. Game over. That's not difficulty. That is just design neglection. Even Dark Souls give you bonfires. Zelda Breath of the Wild lets you play your way, while KCD 2 says, read this 500-word essay, then fail until you get it. Or not? Too bad. I went in thinking I like medieval games. I mean, I love Witcher 3. I rewatched Game of Thrones more than I admit, but what I didn't realize is this. I don't like medieval, I like magic in medieval. In Witcher 3, Geralt is a monster-slaying, potion-making, sword-fight man. Even in Game of Thrones, we get dragons, undead armies, three-eyed ravens, black mages and stuff. But in KCD 2, you're Henry. You're hungry, you're dirty, you get tired, you must eat cabbage to live. That's it. And yeah, maybe that's realistic, but being realistic doesn't make something fun. It's like ordering a pizza and someone hands you a bag of raw flour and says, make it yourself. That's how Italians do it. Well, no thanks. Now here's the iconic part. The game sells itself as open world. So what did I do? I played like any experienced RPG fan would. I ignored the main quest and went off to explore. Within 15 minutes, I got lost, I got hungry, I jumped off a small cliff and lost 80% of my health. And then I tried to rest at a lady's house and she called the guards on me. The next thing I know, I'm in jail, starving, injured, naked. Freedom, right? Turns out, the game expects you to follow the main quest immediately because that's the only way you learn basic survival skills, like where to find food and where to get rest. But if that's the case, why give me the illusion of freedom from the start? It's like being handed the keys to a sports car and as soon as you hit the gas, someone screams, wait a second, you didn't read the 12-page manual. Bro, I just want to play. So, here's the thing. Why do I care so much about not liking KCD 2? I mean, there are tons of things I don't like in this world and I've never lost sleep over them. I never sat around thinking, why does everyone love this thing that I don't? Because, honestly, I never saw that as a problem. But for some reason, this one specific game, made me feel weirdly defeated just for not liking it. Like, it checks all the boxes, right? Medieval settings, realism, depth, challenge. Sounds perfect for me on paper, and yet, playing it feel like chewing cardboard for fun. So, then the question creeps in, is something wrong with me? Did I miss something? Am I a problem? Maybe it's because of how the game was marketed. There was this strong gatekeeping vibe, like, if you can't appreciate this game, then you're just one of those casuals who only enjoy popcorn entertainment. So, when I found myself unable to enjoy KCD 2, I feel like I'd fallen into this trap. I started to question myself, am I just a gamer who has no taste? But eventually, I made peace with myself. First of all, I don't need to buy into a publisher's narrative just to justify my experience. People have different tastes. No single game is for everyone. Even games I personally love like Breath of the Wild or Witcher 3 have plenty of players who just don't get it. So, when it comes to a more niche medieval life simulator like KCD2, why force myself to love it? Second, most of us are always subconsciously looking for a like-minded group to belong to. The larger that group is, the safer we feel, because we equate popularity with being right. But honestly, that's not always the case, and that kind of mentality, needing to be surrounded by approval, often comes from a place of insecurity. It's like being a small fish in the ocean. You survive by hiding in a big school, but predators, they roam alone. They're strong and they know who they are, and they don't need a crowd for cover. That's confidence. And with that confidence, you can say, you guys love it? Cool, but I don't. Deal with it. Lastly, we should also admit, sometimes it's just about timing. Maybe we just don't encounter the right work at the right point of time. Take me, for example. I once tried reading 100 Years of Solitude, and I couldn't understand why it was considered a masterpiece. The plain language and all those confusing names just bored me. But 2 years later, after I'd lived a little more, I picked it up again, and suddenly it just worked. The depths, the poetry, the brilliance, I finally got it. Maybe great works do have a higher entry level, so if the real reason I didn't like KCD2 was that my taste is just isn't there, who knows? Maybe someday in the future I'll come back to it and maybe fall in love with it.